Welcome back. The dust has barely settled on the last election, but in Washington, the clock never stops ticking. The focus is already shifting to November 3rd, 2026, the midterm elections that will define the second half of the Trump presidency. Republicans currently hold a commanding 53 to 47 majority in the Senate. For Democrats to retake control, they need a net gain of 4 seats. On paper, that sounds like a mountain to climb, but when you open up the map, the story gets complicated. Today, we are breaking down the 2026 Senate map, Class 2. We're looking at who is retiring, which states are flipping, and ultimately answering the big question: which party actually has the advantage? Let's dive in. First, let's look at the raw numbers. This is known as the Class 2 Senate map. There are 33 regular seats up for grabs, plus 2 special elections in Ohio and Florida. At first glance, this map looks fantastic for Republicans. They are defending 22 seats, while Democrats are only defending 13. Usually, the party defending fewer seats has the easier job. They have less territory to protect. However, numbers can be deceiving. While Republicans have more seats to defend, most of them are in deep red fortresses like Alabama, Idaho, and Wyoming. They are safe. But here is the X factor, the midterm curse. Historically, the party in the White House gets hammered in midterm elections. We saw it in 2010 with Obama and in 2018 with Trump. If President Trump's approval ratings dip by 2026, even safe Republican seats could get expensive to defend, and swing seats could become nightmares. For Democrats to have any hope of a majority, they first have to stop the bleeding. They are playing defense in 3 critical battlegrounds. First, Georgia. Senator John Ossoff is the only Democrat running for re-election in a state that voted for Donald Trump in 2024. Georgia is the ultimate swing state. Ossoff is a fundraising machine, but he will likely face a top-tier Republican challenger looking to flip this seat back to red. Next is Michigan. With veteran Senator Gary Peters retiring, this seat is wide open. Michigan is part of the blue wall, but it's been trending competitively. Without an incumbent's advantage, Democrats are vulnerable here. And don't sleep on New Hampshire. Senator Jeanne Shaheen is retiring. While New Hampshire usually leans blue federally, it has a rebellious streak. If the national mood turns against Democrats, or if Republicans recruit a moderate, like former Governor Chris Sununu, or a similar figure, this seat could flip overnight. Now, where can Democrats go on the attack? To win the majority, they need to flip seats. Their eyes are locked on 2 main targets. The biggest prize is North Carolina. Republican Senator Thom Tillis is retiring, leaving an open seat in a state that is perpetually purple. Democrats have a dream recruit in popular outgoing Governor Roy Cooper. If the national environment is even slightly blue-leaning, North Carolina is the Democrats' best pickup opportunity. Then there is Maine. Susan Collins is the last Republican standing in New England. She has survived before by winning over independent voters, but in a hyper-polarized 2026, split-ticket voting is becoming extinct. If Maine votes like it did in the 2024 presidential election, Collins is in the fight of her life. Democrats are also eyeing Texas, where John Cornyn is up, and the special election in Ohio. However, unless the bottom falls out of the Trump presidency, those remain difficult reaches for the left. So let's weigh the scales. Who has the advantage? The Republicans had the structural advantage. They hold a 53-seat majority, meaning they can afford to lose 3 seats and still keep control. They are mostly defending safe turf. The Democrats, however, have the political advantage. Midterms are rarely kind to the party in power. If history repeats itself, the political winds will be blowing at their backs, helping them defend Michigan and Georgia while pushing hard in North Carolina. The verdict: advantage, Republicans, but only slightly. The math of needing a net gain of 4 seats is brutal for Democrats. Even if they run the table and win North Carolina and Maine, they still have to defend every single one of their own vulnerable seats, just to get to a tie. The 2026 map is a clash between geography and history. Republicans have the map, Democrats have the history books. But as we've learned in the last few years, American politics is anything but predictable. What do you think? Can Democrats flip North Carolina? Will Susan Collins survive again? Let me know your predictions in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the future of American politics. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.